Here's a cute but sad little table, and it's just perfect for this week's video. Angie from Transcend Furniture Gallery is hosting the Furniture Flipping YouTubers Charity Challenge this week, and it just means that we flip a piece of furniture and donate it to charity. So this little piece is pretty dirty, and it's pretty old. It looks like it was either in a doctor's office maybe, or a kitchen, hard to say. Those little flaps on the side don't have the enamel on them, but the enamel on the top is in pretty good condition. So that little shelf just rests on some little brackets in there. So I'm just using window cleaner because that's what I have. If you have been following along, then you know I'm in the process of a move. I've been working on this large secretary, and I've already done 2 videos on it, so you should check it out. But I thought I'm not going to do a third one that's not even finished. So on those little ends, I'm going to use some sandpaper, and I'm going to use 80 grit, 120 grit, and also 220 grit. Everything's coming off pretty nicely. There were some spots of paint and just some old age spots, I guess, but it's all coming up pretty nicely. And I have a sponge on my sander, which needs replaced, but it does help get around the edges of furniture. Not quite a surf prep sander, but it's the poor person's version of it. This is a quick flip, mind you, so after sanding, I turn it upside down, and I use some Cape Current silk paint from Dixie Belle. I am using this because it has a sealer built in and a primer, so I know that I can make short work of refreshing the bottom of this table. So because I'm moving, part of my motivation for this was I didn't even think that I really had time to get in on this challenge. But I decided, since I was giving some other furniture to this organization, that I would just give this piece a makeover and add it to the rest. She's coming back tomorrow to pick up some things that didn't fit, so I thought, well, I'll just surprise her and give her this table. So the name of this woman's organization is called God's Little Blessings, and it is for people who are in drug and alcohol recovery, who are getting a new beginning and need a new place to stay, and so they need all the furnishings. So that's what this is all about, and I found out about this woman through my friend who has another organization that is called Families United for Change, and that is for the same reason, but it's just so that we kind of learn to look at people who are in recovery a little differently. My biggest takeaway from everything was that no one ever chose to be addicted to drugs. No one ever said, I want to be a drug addict when I grow up. So instead of being kind of cold to these people, let's try and give them a helping hand. So I did a little repair there as well. So as soon as I finish that first coat, I kind of come back in with a second coat already. This kind of paint, you can sort of do that. When I first started using it, I heard it dried like nail polish. Well, I've seen nail polish get a second coat before the first one's dry. So now I'm taking some Voodoo gel stain and staining those little sides that flip up. So I do know that there were some paint spots that were left on the place that was in between the table and the flap. but I didn't take them off. So I did everything without. So I realized that, you know what, we'll call it character and we'll just say it's part of the history. But I didn't have the spout open the whole way on that, so this is a little bit better. Now we have a little bit more stain to move around. I love this stain because it's easy to use, because it's water-based, it doesn't stink, and also because of the squeeze bottle. It's just really easy to apply, and you just kind of layer it if you want to add more. And it gave me what I was looking for. It was a very nice effect. Please watch all the videos in this playlist. I'll have the links in my description box as well as the links to the organizations. Remember what our little table looked like before? Take a look at it now. It is definitely looking much fresher. We didn't change a whole lot, but just cleaned it up. And tomorrow, whenever I come in the shop, I'm going to use some hemp seed oil on the wood so that everything is nice and food safe. And I'll also refresh the inside of the drawers. So I want to say a big thank you to Angie for hosting this challenge today, and thank you for watching. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell also. Find us on social media at Statement Designs, and as always, stay well.